Hello friends, welcome to the 10th video of the Mentor-Mentee Internship Program. This program is initiated by the team Write a Prize. Myself Priya Singh, the mentee for this program, and the mentor Varshika Chaudhary is guiding me for the technology Python. So, this is the 10th lecture of the Python technology. In this lecture, we will discuss about the Python decision making and Python loops. In Python decision making, we will discuss about if statement, if else statement, and if else ladder statement. In Python loops, we will discuss about while statement and for loop. So, firstly we will discuss Python decision making. Decision structure evaluate multiple expressions which produce true or false as outcome. It determines which action to take and which statement to execute if outcome is true or false otherwise. Means in decision making the binary result is returned, that is either true or false, 1 or 0. Means if the statement if the expression is true, it will return that statement, and if the expression is false, then it will return the other statement. In Python, there is no need to use curly braces. In Python, indentation is used to make code block, and this indentation is very important, means there is a need to take much care of, because this spacing is what tells that which statement belongs to which of the statement. So first of all, we will see what is the if statement. If is a keyword which is used for decision making. It executes the statement if the if statement is true. Here we can see the syntax of if statement, that is if condition statement 1, statement 2. These two statements are executed only when this condition is satisfied. Otherwise, the statement after this block is executed, and if there is no statement, then then no result, nothing is executed in the output. So here we have a program. Write program in Python to check the given number is greater than 10 or not. Okay, so here firstly we will take an input in n, that enter a number. So we can take any value in n. Now we will check here that whether n is greater than 10 or not. If the value 10 is greater than 10, then this will be executed, that the number n is greater than 10. If that number is not greater than 10, then nothing will be executed in the output. For example, here is the output, enter a number. Here we have entered the number 12. So it shows the result, the number 12 is greater than 10. Since this condition is satisfied, it will turn true. Therefore, this statement is printed. Otherwise, nothing would have been printed here. Now comes the if-else statement. If-else is the variation of if statement. One or more statement is attached apart from if statement. If given condition is true, then the if block code will be executed, and if the condition is false, then else block code will be executed. As we have seen in if statement, that if a statement was false, then nothing was executed. But in this, it does not happen. If a statement is not true, then something will be printed on the screen, which will be that statement will be given in the else part. Okay, so here is the syntax of if else statement. If here will be the condition, then statement 1, and then else and statement 2. So we will see this through a program. The program in Python to check the given number is even or odd. Okay, so again here firstly the input in n is taken, enter a number. Okay, then if n modulus 2 is equals to 0, if the modulus of 2 comes to be 0, then the number is even. If it does not come to 0, means if this returns false, then print that the number is odd. So we'll check it by an example. Enter a number, 3 is entered in n. So it checks whether 3 modulus 2 is equals to 0. No, it is not. Means if a statement is returning false. So whenever this if statement returns false, it prints the else part. Okay, so what was in else part? The number n is odd, so it has printed the number 3 is odd. Now comes the if-else ladder statement. In Python language, the switch statement does not work. Thus, if-else ladder in spite of using switch. Okay, since in Python switch statement does not work, so we use if-else statement. So its syntax is here: if condition 1 statement, elif condition 2. In place of if else, we write elif in Python. Okay, then statement 2, else statement 3. We will also see this by an example, a program to find greatest number in three numbers. So here we have taken three numbers A, B, C, where in A 5 is initialized, in B 8, and in C 2 is initialized. If A is greater than B and A is greater than C, means that if this part is true, then execute this. If this part is true, then execute this. If any of these parts are not true, then execute else part. Like in switch we have default part, similarly in else if else ladder we have this else part. So we can check here, is A greater than B? No. If A greater than C? Yes. But this will return false since AND is used in between these two expressions. So this will not be printed. This will not be executed. Then this is checked elif part. Is B greater than A? Yes. If B greater than C? Yes. Since both the expressions are true, therefore this part will be executed. And this will come out of this else part. If this will not be executed, since this was the default statement, and since else part is true, therefore it will not execute this else part. Now we will discuss about the Python loops. In general, statements are executed sequentially. The first statement in the function is executed first, followed by the second, and so on. There may be a situation when we need to execute a block of code several number of times. For this, we have a loop statement which allows us to execute a statement or group of statements multiple times. This also saves our energy and time, and the error checking becomes much and much easier. Firstly, we will start with the while loop. The while is a keyword in Python which works as loop control. It executes the statement if the while statement is true. It is somewhat similar to if-else statement. Okay, first we will see its syntax and then discuss it with an example. So its syntax is initialization of loop counter. So here it comes the similarity of if statement, that if this condition, while condition, if this condition is true, then only this statement is executed, else it comes out of the loop and continues another state execution of another statement. So firstly the initialization of loop counter, then the condition is checked. If condition is true, then a statement is executed, and then increment or decrement of loop counter is done, that is updation, and then again the condition is checked, and this is done till the condition does not becomes false. So we will see it with an example, a program in Python to find factorial of a given number. Firstly, take an input is taken in n, enter a number to find the factorial. Now fact is the variable fact is initialized with 1. Now here the condition is checked, that is n greater than 0. Firstly a value is initialized in n. Now the condition is checked. If yes, so this statement will execute, this operation will be done, and then here an updation on the loop counter will be done, that is n decrement, and this loop will continue till n is not equal to or smaller than 0. Okay, after that when it will come out of the loop, it will print factorial, and whatever the value in fact will be stored. So here we get the output of enter a number to find the factorial. For 3 we get factorial is equals to 6. Now comes the for loop. The for is a keyword which works as a loop control. Basically, the for loop in Python works like for each loop in Java or C#. It is used for traversing of a sequence. So we can understand it with an example of a program in Python to print the characters of given string. Firstly, a variable str of a string type is initialized with a value Python. Then for the for C in str, the syntax for loop is used that for every character in str just print C, means for every character, like whatever character in this string is stored, just print it, that print C. This loop will continue till all the characters finished in this string. So here we get the output python Python that we have in this string. Thanks for watching the video.